Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Pirates have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Hauser. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Pirates are on the move. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Got the first down and more. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. The Pirates back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. grab behind the line. It's Grimes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Thrust that arm out. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Rodgers. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The give on the inside. Makes the play in the backfield again. And the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Snares it outside. It's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Rides the back and leaves it. Creates a little room. Fights off a defender. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Bailey. Unleashes it on the run. Hits him in stride at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the right. Look out, he's got room. He has the first and still on his feet.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, NC State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. It's a seam wide open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Makes the catch, it's Smith. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been down.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. The run from the shotgun. Nice move there. Wide open spaces. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got it on the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.